All right, here we go. Sammy the Bull, welcome back to Vlad TV.
It's been a while. Pleasure to see you, bro.
Third time?
Third time.
Third time. And you know, last time, our interview was actually posted by Donald Trump.
Exactly.
You actually tried to press up on Trump, but you could never get to him.
Yeah.
Because he had ex-FBI agents all around him?
All the time. And I tried a couple of times to press him and make arrangements where I could work with him and earn with him. I did that with other big contractors. I had the power of the unions. I could do all kinds of little things, but I couldn't get to him. He wouldn't bite. He just wouldn't bite. He didn't want to do anything like that. And there was layers of people in the middle. One of my guys said, we'll go up to the office. I said, we'll go up to the office. Everybody around him is an ex-FBI agent. We'll go up to the office, we'll get cuffed, and we'll go right to prison. So forget about Trump. He's a legitimate guy. He don't want to do it. Forget about Trump.
Yeah. Okay?
Yes.
You owe me one for that one. You owe me.
He owes me. He owes me. I sent him a thing.
He owes you? No,
yeah,
you owe me.
He took it. He took it without me knowing it. Somebody said, Sammy's playing your interview with Vlad.
That's right. On his official Instagram, Donald Trump posted a Sammy the Bull Vlad TV interview talking about him, how basically you tried to extort him, but it didn't work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. He loved it.
He loved it. Like I say, you owe me. You know, if I need someone clipped, you know, I want it on the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got credit with you, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, there we go. There we go. Well, a lot's going on, but right now in my world, the biggest thing is the Diddy trial, which just concluded with a guilty verdict on the minor charge.
Right.
He beat the RICO. He beat the sex trafficking. He got caught with prostitution. Now, you've done a series of videos about this. You're familiar with the whole case.
Right.
Number one, have you ever been charged with a RICO?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So when you see so with your RICO, what exactly were you charged with and how did that really kind of develop?
Well, a RICO is the whole organization.
Mm-hmm.
In the mafia, it's the boss, the underboss, the consigliere, the captains. There's a chart. And the whole family goes out and does crimes, different crimes. The RICO kind of pulls it all together into a web, and it's a criminal organization.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the Diddy case, I didn't see the reason for a RICO case, and I think it confused the jurors and everybody else. Lawyers, I heard them talking about it. One was saying one thing, it didn't belong in the case. He's an individual by himself, and he's done these things. Now, if it was an organization, multiple people would have got indicted.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one who got indicted.
Although I've talked to some lawyers, like people like Drew Finling, like, you know, big criminal lawyers. They've heard of one-man RICOs. That's a real thing.
Oh, you can do it. It's just very hard to understand because it's based on a crime family. You need a family. You could be by yourself, which they did, but they lost. So it's not a good tool for them. Then the other thing is that the women, I mean, the acts that he did is disgusting, but, you know, beating up the girl was probably the worst thing. They saw that video that really nailed him a little bit. Mm-hmm. But days later or weeks later, they're calling him back. When are we going to do another party? When are we going to do this? So it's voluntary. You're trying to say that he's forcing that when they're sending him letters. Love it. When we're going to do another, you know, party.
Well, RICO was introduced in 1970.
In the 70s, I believe so.
It was created in 1970, and then over the next few years, it was used. Giuliani used it a lot, right?
He's the one, you know, such a confusing law. Giuliani is the guy who understood it and knew how to use it properly to hurt people in the mafia.
Right.
So he went after Italians and mafia guys, and when he taught it to them, then it went further. It went to black crews, black people, Hispanic people. It went all over the place. Yeah. Even Trump was indicted in a RICO case. So, and he won that case too, I think. Mm-hmm. So the RICO was, what it was really made for was an organization.
Now, you were like 25 when it was first introduced, so 25 to 30. And you
probably, yeah.
You were a made man at what age?
I was made man at 31.
31. Okay, so this was slightly before your time, but as you becoming a made man, RICO was in full swing.
Yes.
How did the mafia take the RICO? Like all the bosses, were they terrified of it, or did they think, they'll never get us with this?
Listen, everybody was terrified. I was in prison with black guys and stuff who got indicted under RICO. They knew I was in the mafia. They came over. They knew I knew the law a little bit. And they would ask me, Sammy, what is this? What do I do? You got to get some really, really good lawyers. They have anywhere between a 95 and a 98% conviction rate with the RICO. Now, the RICO law does a lot of things. It can go backwards in your life and hit you with crimes that you committed years ago, even if they're petty crimes, and put it in. And the RICO does a lot of damage. It takes all your money, houses, cars. It takes everything. I think this is one of the reasons they went with the RICO with Diddy. It's got millions, if not billions of dollars. And I think they focused in on taking that. And that was their mistake, I think. And listen, if they would have just went with a straight case with the state for his crimes, I think he would have got crushed. But I think the RICO, and some people are saying, I know I am, I don't think I never thought it belonged in that case.